I had to cover my face because they was aiming at my face to noodle me. You get what I'm saying? And broad daylight at a light. So I covered up my face. Took one right here and took one right there. You get what I'm saying? They shot up the car. But when they shot up the car, I got on. When I got on, I ran past. And when I ran past or whatever, drove past the light, ran the lights, they actually tried to go around traffic and ran into a car trying to get me and not paying attention and flew through the windshield and died.
Real life, real life. If that shit ain't real life, that shit ain't happening.
If it ain't real life, it just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is. Our real life street stars, man. We back with another one, man. We got him right back in the building, looking very LA-ish. Loose
Man,
Cannon, what's good,
what's good with it, King? How you doing?
man? We blessed and highly favored, man. I gotta say, since the last one we did, you whack, coming on to, of course, address the big homie CC. I guess we might as well pick up where we left off. Um, First and foremost, I like to give some insight and clarity when people come on and they see these type things. That was everyone said that was. I'm looking at the comments and it's kind of going back and forth whether who's right or who's wrong. We'll let it live over there. But a lot of people said it was staged. Like that was like we all got on the phone and said, "Hey, let's all get on the phone and do this WWE thing." Um, I want to let them know that no, that was Loose Cannon speaking his side, Big Homie speaking his side, and then us calling both parties saying, "Hey, do y'all want to go and get on the line?" We didn't know how that conversation was going to go at all. So if you don't mind letting us know, because we didn't know Wack was coming on either. What was your
Yeah,
purpose of
no,
getting on the call on your end? Why did you want to get on that call?
no. The reason why is because I wanted the truth. You know, the truth always prevails. So when two men have two different sides of the story, people can actually see somebody that if I'm telling my story and I'm telling it to him and he's not denying it, they should automatically know the truth. They should automatically know like he's a fraud. Do you get what I'm saying? They should automatically realize like clown activity. Because when people try to change the subject and blame it on something else or do something else to try to confuse the situation, they know that man is lying. It wasn't no WWE move or anything like that, which I know that he's a fictional character, and which it's like another unlike character out of like Mortal Kombat or something like that. He's just like a real life goofball. But at the end of the day, it's like I hope the people really could dissect to what y'all showed because I hit y'all up and then y'all hit a big homie CC to see if he wanted to jump on a call. I didn't know the purpose of him jumping on the interview and him playing games when he could just tell his story and let the fans choose. But he did such of a good job, like you saying, they saying it was staged, but it was never staged because I don't stage none of that stuff like that. All that stuff is just like BS. And like speaking on the weirdo, the cupcake, the soft marshmallow, um, he did something with 607 Unk. And 607 Unk, it didn't play in his favor. So at the end of the day, is he's scared. He ran up out of no jumper. He did certain things that he was doing politicking with Big Homie CC, and they dropped a low on him. You get what I'm saying? And people don't realize that when you in our backyard, and I was telling you about how people check in, right?
Right.
When you check in or whatever, you checking in or whatever, but all the hitters, I know exactly where you're gonna be at, the time, everything, the location. So he tried to slide in and they already gave us all the information like a day prior. So it's like, bro, don't even realize like you was gonna really something bad was gonna happen to you. But my man Flacco, poetic Flacco, he told me he was like, please, Luce, do me this favor. Please just don't have nothing jump off or don't just let him live because he coming to see me. And so out of respect to Flacco, we let them live. But we on a FaceTime on No Jumper Live, and I'm telling them like, bro, Flacco saved your life because something bad was gonna happen to you and your people. And he realized that because he's been calling me talking about he want to do content. He apologized, and I just think these guys don't know how serious it is when they be playing this doing it for views and clicks and stuff like that. But like I'm really active in the streets. Like
Yeah, we.
I have, would you say?
I was gonna say we saw you come on. Of course, 607 Unc was there with Flacco and Brick Baby, and then of course you hop on the line and he's saying pull up. He's telling you pull up on his mama. You know, pull up, pull up. And do you not see if like he's just trolling, or do you believe like he's serious when he says pull up?
No,
And
he was trolling at first, and then Flacco was stressing to him like, bro, they gonna pull up and it's gonna be bad. And Flacco is saying like, not do it, like don't do that. And you see, Brick Baby left because Brick Baby gave us the location. So when Brick Baby gave us the location and the time and saying he's gonna be out at this time or whatever, Brick Baby is his friend, but Brick Baby wanted the problems to be off of him, so he backdoored 607. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, damn. So let's speak on that because technically coming into no jumper, isn't that a form of checking in? Like you just, hey, Adam, we're coming on. Adam invites a person on. Does a person need to check in if Adam is sending out an invite for a person out of state to come into LA and come on the show?
Yeah, yeah. So it was just bad timing because the Cam Capone interview dropped maybe 2 days before that, right? Before he was scheduled to be on No Jumper. So when that dropped, we was like, oh, this goofy is with this other goofy talking crap. So we was like, okay, we already got his location. You get what I'm saying? We already got the time. We already got what kind of vehicle you was coming in. So he's not really understanding that like one problem, which is Brick Baby. He's trying to get in our good graces, so he's gonna try to set up a demo and let us know. Oh, I'm still on your team. You get what I'm saying? I be talking mess, but it's all internet. But you see how fast Brick Baby got out of there, and then 607 was like, "Oh, here's the back door. I'm leaving too." He left, and we popped up 2 or 3 minutes after they left.
Damn, damn. Uh, do you feel like because I'm not gonna lie to you, 607 Unc, he had stated that he felt like he went to no jumper and they was gonna ambush him. Do y'all is Adam 22 involved in that? Because he made it seem
No,
like it's
hell no.
Adam.
No, it wasn't Adam. See, the thing is, it wasn't that. We seen the interview, right? And when we seen the interview or whatever, Polka Butts, aka Break Baby, the softest crip in the world, he said, "Listen, he's gonna be here at this time, and when he walk out, it's fair game." I said, "What kind of vehicle?" He told us the vehicle. He told us everything. So at the end of the day, it's like we was gonna get him. But he left. But since it played out on No Jumper, and the cool part about it is we didn't know they was recording. But
Oh,
one,
oh, damn.
so the cat's out the bag. So that's why I could speak on it, and that's why Flacco was like, "Let him live," because Flacco begged me. He was like, "Just what's the name?" Because and he was telling them like, "Bro, stop trolling because they was gonna come and do something bad to you."
So is LA a place where like you gotta be all the way serious? I mean, actors can't act, trollers can't troll, or like you gotta.
No, oh no, you could troll and do whatever you want, but when you put snitch allegations and police allegations on real members, that's where it gets tricky because you said a restraining order that he got, a protection, and you have to go to the police, give a statement, then go to the judge and get that thing. It's a process. You get what I'm saying? So when it's a process of doing that, that means you calling somebody a snitch, you calling them a rat. That could get you killed in LA.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. Going back to checking in. I saw you did another podcast on bag. I forgot the name of the podcast, but you
Bad
whacking.
Q, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, you whacking 600 came in and spoke on that.
Hmm.
And as we spoke in the last interview, a lot of things are happening in LA that's going to be going on over the next few months, years, and stuff like that. Not a lot of big events.
Yeah.
Um, what is the like? What is the process? And because that mentality seems like it's only with like maybe New York, maybe LA, as far as checking in with some of the OGs out there to let them know you're gonna be moving throughout the city. Like, what is the actual process, and at what level does a person need to check in? Like, at what celebrity level?
Okay, so basically it's like this. If you somebody and you want to wear your jewelry, you want to be safe, you want to have security around you, because the security people thinking the security that you hired in LA is not going to set you up. They're going to definitely set you up. You just a meal to them. They see you once every 6 months. You get what I'm saying? Once every year. So they're going to give us the information. Once they give us the information, it's nothing that you could do about it, because now we know what black truck you're going to be in. They're going to say they're going to hop out and go to the store and get some gum or something. And we got you right then and there. You can't move. You can't do anything. If you get an Airbnb, and you the dumbest person alive. If you want to throw a party and stuff like that, you the dumbest person alive, because people would just go in there, even females. We send some females in there and they drop the location. They tell us how many people is in there. Um, is it guns in there? Every single thing, everything that we could think of. And that's where a lot of people get hurt and robbed in LA. So it's like, I tell people all the time, do not go to LA and check in and be in Beverly Hills and thinking you safe. We only 15 minutes away. If you're going to go get one of those rental cars and go and get the car wash and stuff like that, we're going to get you there. We're going to get you at a restaurant. It doesn't matter, because afterwards, after we get you at the restaurant, we're going to come back probably with 10, 15,000 and say, we need that tape. Did you talk to anybody? And
Right.
95% of the times they're gonna give it to us.
Right. How did you feel when PnB Rock got killed in the restaurant?
Roscoe's.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Roscoe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I felt it was like super, super messed up, because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in there when it happened. So when it happened, I wish I could have just told him like, bro, just give up the jury and we get it back to you later. But it just happened so fast, and he wasn't cooperating, and that's when they took it off of him by force. You get what I'm saying?
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and then check in with the real people. So we're gonna find a jury, and we're gonna get it, because we know all the pawn shops, we know all the people that's gonna melt it down and everything like that. So as soon as it comes on their table, we got it. We okay, get it, go in that back room, make that phone call, put them on the phone. That's how it works.
Can one move around? Like, most people come to LA, especially like a rapper. He's going to bring an entourage with him. Is there
That
an entourage big enough that y'all just
no.
be like, all right, we chilling?
No, 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 no. It's no entourage big enough. It's like when I did it to Meek Mills. You get what I'm saying? I took his watch off, I took his chain off, he handed it to me. Nice, easy. He was a sweetie pie about it. So at the end of the day, it's like it's nothing that you really could do, because when I walked in there fabulous, got out the way, pushed the T, like ran out the door, because he knew what was happening. So when I walked in, the security see me and they see my team, and they was like, "Oh, we know what this is." They broke, like like split right. As soon as they split, um, I said, "You know what is this?" He took it off, handed it to me. I was like, "I'm waiting for a payment." So as soon as I got the confirmation. I gave him back his shit or whatever like that. I said, "This is a lesson to you." So it's like a lot of dudes from Philly was mad at me for doing it and putting it out because they said that I kind of destroyed his career and his credibility. But it's certain things that Meek Mills was doing behind the scenes that was destroying his credibility by like popping it and thinking he was like that type of nigga. Because if I go to Philly, I'm gonna be on my best behavior. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be flashy. I'm not gonna do certain things. If I come to where y'all at in Dallas and stuff like that, I know the rules. I'm gonna be on my best behavior because at the end of the day, is y'all got everybody got real killers. So he's not understanding. He's thinking I'm on the top of my career. I could snort drugs and basically say what I want and get away with it. And then when it runs into me, I'll be like, it wasn't like that. But it is like that. We take things very serious. And that's why I said 607 Unc. He was lucky that we didn't get there 2 or 3 minutes prior to that because we had a time. And you see how Brick Baby left. He got up and left. He made an excuse to leave. You know what I'm saying? But 607 Unc, his wits went off and he was like, oh shit, this is the back door time. He knew.
Is there something that could happen in which, let's say, 607 Unc was still there and y'all got there? Can he just cop the plea and say, "Hey, man, this internet stuff and all right, y'all just need that admitted on camera or something," or is there a point y'all want to prove and then he could cop a plea or whatever, whatever?
No, no, no. So like he was copping pleas on the phone and stuff like that, but it's not the same when you have to look us in the face and you have to explain certain actions that you was really doing. So it's like the actions that he was really doing um don't like like register to us because it's like we talking to you. We now know that you on live and you still trolling instead of being apologetic. And then when we say something, oh, that don't have nothing to do with Brick told me this and this, but it came out your mouth. And you said it and you put it on your mama that you had the paperwork. So when you saying things like that, now we taking it as face value that you really believe this and you gonna stand on it. So that's the kind of things that he shouldn't be doing. And it's like it's not a good look.
Okay, so even going back to even the Meek Mill situation, was that a situation where you said, all right, Meek is just one of the ones that we're just gonna, go at, or is more so like, was he doing something that was like you needed to see him?
Yeah, yeah,
Or was
no, he was talking about every city I go to, um, I got guns and sticks and all this other stuff, and he's not understanding. He was tapping in with the Bloods, and just like I tell people we all connected somehow is a family member that's connected or whatever, and they hit us and it was like, oh, Meek Mills is asking for guns and stuff like that. We was like, oh, he's asking for guns. He asking for us to come and protect him, but we out of it. This is where he at, and they gave it up.
you see the Chris Browns, the Lil Waynes, they all Bloods. When it comes to coming to a city like LA, and you're at the level of a Chris Brown and Lil Wayne, is that not is the street politics come involved when those guys of that level who scream blood? Uh, does it the street politics come into play, or is it more so, all right, man, those guys are up there, they're good?
Yeah, okay. So no, Chris Brown is from a real blood hood in Compton, right? So he's from Fruitown, Paru. Little Wayne, I still don't know what blood he's from. So it's like what blood gang. So I think he just say blood just to say it because he thinks it's cool. But literally, if y'all could tell me what blood gang he from, then let me know.
I let someone figure that out on their end. Uh,
Because you have to understand when Game came in the industry, he made everybody want to be Bloods. You get what I'm saying? So they start turning like being Bloods. I don't know where Birdman from. I don't know where none of them they from. all they do is just say blood. They don't say where they from. You get what I'm saying? So it's like Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy is a real blood from Compton. You get what I'm saying? So he from Fruit Town Power Rule. So at the end of the day, it's like they get quoted on from different states, but they check in with reputables, and the reputables is like the ones that make sure they good.
The reputables, are they all in LA? Like everyone, because New Orleans, Texas, Detroit, everybody has uh their own Bloods Crip affiliates. But is it all, as far as where does it go back to? Is it always LA where it goes back to, as far as
No,
some type of?
so it's like the branch of it, like just like Jen Lee, right? He from Dallas, Texas, right? But he's from Rolling 60s. But he came out here and politicked. And so it's like when I come out there or whatever like that, I could politic with him on his ground, but he came out here to the motherland and he stood his ground, just like Little Baby did, right? Gunner did the same thing before he turned being a rat. So at the end of the day, it's like everybody comes and they check in and they do certain things. What's the dude from New York?
There's a few.
Yeah, no, but he was from Rolling 60s, and he came in, and I brought him to the hood, and he was good. So it's Dusty Locane.
Okay.
So when they check in and they go to the real hoods, and we see what kind of individual they are, they're not faking it and stuff. Then they get a pass now. They don't have to do so much. They can move around the city and not gonna get touched because now they know we treat them like a homie, like they was born and raised in it. So if y'all planning on doing something to them, we gonna do something to y'all. So it was like we got like Josh Smith, you got like Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, Draymond Green, a lot of people that's James Harden. You got a lot of people that's tapped in the industry that be good. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you seen that Kendrick Lamar put on that concert in LA. There was a lot of people on that stage that a lot of people probably didn't know. Can you name some notable names as far as affiliated that was on that stage with Kendrick Lamar when he brought every hood together right there?
No, he didn't bring every hood together.
Oh,
So we could talk about that because he picked and chose who he wanted to bring up there. Like you didn't see no game up there. You didn't see a lot of people that was influenced that gave him credit to get where he's at now. He just brought like J Rock. He brought YG. He just brought the likable people that's not gonna really press the buttons on him. And he rolled with Top Dog, and Top Dog is a real dude. You get what I'm saying? Like he a real killer. So at the end of the day, is he got that? He got Wacko. That's a real street dude, real killer, and all that stuff in the street. Got a very solid reputation, but everything else you have to really look at it. It was all bubblegum. It wasn't like the uh, real dudes that's coming up. It's the people that he know he could control because everybody after his album dropped, everybody tried to drop an album. He didn't repost it. He didn't do anything. He didn't try to push the needle to make sure it went up. Everybody flopped that he put on his album. So what is that? What was that for?
yeah. He did. I saw he put on for the essays Lefty Gunplay on the TV Off song, and Lefty was like, he gave him a look for the Latino community out there as far as the gang culture and the Latino community for putting him on the
Okay,
song at least.
no, this is how it works. He gave him four words to say and repeat, right? After he gave him the four words, he got his crowd now.
Mm,
Did he post his album? Because Lefty Gunplay dropped the album right there and sold 800 copies the first week.
there. Okay.
So if we're
Look,
gonna call it spade, let's call it spade a spade.
hey, hey. Let me ask you, Luce. Just yesterday, Miss Violetta Wallace, Biggie Smalls' mom just passed away. 78
Hmm.
years old. Uh, for Biggie Smalls to come out to LA and have that happen to him, and he's doing the song "I'm Going Back to Cali," and from Tupac. Give me your take on Biggie Smalls' demise coming back out to the West Coast. Like what should have happened, what didn't happen. Just give me your take on that.
Yeah, so I was too young, but I give you the synopsis. What people tell me, it's like basically it was bad timing. It was Diddy was put him in a trick bag. Um, like Biggie wanted to leave, and once Biggie left or whatever, you know, Bad Boy probably would have went down. But it does more business if he's dead.
Yeah. The- Someone on the level of Biggie Smalls. Again, this is just the politics in the LA culture. Someone on the level of a Biggie Smalls. And even what happened with just even going to what happened with Pac, because we hear that Pac was gang
Hmm.
affiliated as well. Just
But no, but see, Tupac, people won't understand. Tupac was a buster. So Tupac was a fake dude. He was an actor. So when he came to the West Coast, he thought that he could still do like the movie roles type of things with the West Coast dudes. And Suge Knight should have told him like, bro, you gonna wreck yourself. I can't control real killers. You get what I'm saying? Like we respect killers. So
Loose. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you know you're gonna get a lot of flack when Nick you say
yeah,
Tupac. You
yeah,
don't.
but at the end of the day, it's the truth.
Okay.
Not taking away from his music. His music is great, excellent,
Right.
beyond what's the name. But what have Tupac really done?
Well, what about when he
Well,
shot them cops?
no, listen. Anybody could shoot somebody that's off duty and don't know if it's a cop or not.
Right. Okay. Uh,
So,
when you
so
equate that to,
listen.
okay, go ahead.
Let's put it this way, right? If I got sodomized in jail, nobody would be living to even tell that story. This is facts.
Okay.
So, so when it comes down to him, he couldn't stop those bullets. He wanted to run and start a fight and stump somebody that was on the ground, and you see how quickly that turned. See, we have
say
to.
that one more time. Say that one more time. You were breaking up a little bit.
Okay, so when he went to go stump somebody, and it turned on him quick because at the end of the day is he didn't survive more than 2.5 hours after that. So what I'm trying to tell you is like people tend to see something and see a rag around their head and tattoos around people's faces and they thinking that's a real killer. Killer look like me and you. They normal. They don't do that. When people have tattoos on their face and all this other stuff like that, it's a mechanism of like them trying to be harder than what they are. And certain things get exposed. So did people bring up like what did you see Tupac really pressing? Tupac was in California for 10 months before he died, right? So
Right.
when he was in California for 10 months, that means people seen the weakness. They knew they could do something to him and no get back. He
Right.
was an actor.
Wasn't
And
a lot of people like in LA like super upset when he died? Was that a thing though?
listen, okay, so people, it's like Kobe Bryant died, right? When Kobe Bryant died, people was crying and doing all the emotional stuff because he was a great figure. Tupac had great music to register with like the West Coast or all across the world, right? But
Right. Right.
he got shot 5 times and then do nothing about it but make diss records and tell. So this is the thing, we glorifying somebody getting shot, making diss records, blaming it on Biggie and Diddy and all of them, and Jimmy Henchman, but nothing happens to him. So is that really a gangster?
Right.
No, well,
I think
I'm just
No,
really
no, I
speaking
see
on it.
where you're
Let's
going with it
break
because
it
you're
down.
saying
yeah,
you're
yeah. I
saying
think
like he
the
didn't
needle start moving
retaliate.
after that.
Yeah, like you said, he didn't retaliate and stuff. But the
No, he
reason,
retaliated when he's making diss records on somebody that shot you. Nobody, no real killer does that. When I got shot, listen, it's like you ain't gonna have nobody on the internet speaking about it.
right?
This is facts. So when we talk about like, is Tupac a real? No, he's just a talented rapper.
Would you say he's an actor? I mean,
Yeah, he's
as
an
far as
actor.
putting,
He's an activist and stuff like that. I really can't even say an activist because this nigga would say he want to fight for our people and then talk about killing the people. After that, what he would do. So and the thing is, he was 24, 25 years old when his demise. He wasn't mentally strong in the head. So when Snoop Dogg knew, let me back away because he don't know what he's getting himself into. He's going around with Suge Knight right now. That Suge Knight having police
oh, you're
officers
you're breaking up
protect him.
badly there.
Can you hear me now?
No,
Can
no,
you
you
hear
good,
me?
you good. Yeah, yeah, you good, you good.
Okay, so he was going around with police officers. Snoop Dogg got out of there quick, fast, in a hurry. Like, man, I know where this is going. Why do you think you didn't have no death row artists and everything like that at that fight? After that, they already knew what was going on. They knew he was setting fires that he can't put out. Suge Knight can't put them out. Suge
So
Knight just had the bag, but
is
he
Suge
didn't
Knight?
really have the bag until Suge Knight. I mean, he didn't have the bag until Tupac died because
Right.
now his sales went up the roof. Now there's money coming in.
Was Suge Knight a gangster?
No, he was a college graduate that had money and put Bloods and Powers around him. He went to Las Vegas, UNLV, graduated and everything like that. He played football. He was just knew how to smart. He was a big body and he knew how to intimidate somebody by talking. You know how like these guys do on the internet. He was the first person that actually really did it. When y'all seen should not get knocked out by somebody super small, then his that incredible thing went all the way down. You get what I'm saying? Now people are like, oh, I'm not scared of him. I'm not this because that tough mechanism. People seen what happened to him in real life and knew like, oh yeah, he's a buster. He just be talking. This is what really happened. He actually didn't kill somebody because he was scared. He ran the dude over because he was getting punked.
Oh, yeah, I ain't look at it like that. And I
No,
sure cop the sleep.
yeah, listen, listen. This is the trick of when it comes down to these people. Only so long they can act. So if I get slack from telling the truth, it's gonna be the hard truth because I want to tell these youngsters that be portraying and doing all this stuff for the internet. It's not good. It's gonna catch up to you. And we've seen so many rappers die. You get what I'm saying? Like Mo 3 was a real gangster. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? A
That's
real
facts.
gangster. And it's like I love him to death. People don't even know our background. And he was beefing with my homies out in Dallas.
What was y'all relationship? If you could speak on it, you and three.
Like it was just like great. It was just like love. I love that nigga. Like loved him to death. But at the end of the day, he got caught slipping, and he was by
Yeah.
himself. A girl dropped off his load. So at the end of the day, it's like you got to move. If he was in the right thing, and he would have picked up on it.
To
But
see
he got bit,
to see
huh?
somebody have a semi-automatic weapon chasing somebody down on the highway, what does that say to you as far as when it versus like when it comes to like either a hit, either proving a point, or just jealous rage? What does that say to you when someone's willing to mask up and run a man down on a highway in front of everybody, broad daylight?
That means that Mo3 was seriously putting in work. People is not going to do that. They trying to get him out the way. See, it wasn't like a club instinct. I mean, like a club venue where your enemies see you at the club and try to get you. It wasn't like at a mall or anything. It was on a freeway where somebody is like literally like, oh, that's him. It's traffic. Let me get down and get him. He's stuck. I see him. That's a real like that's real street problems right there. You get what I'm saying? Tupac didn't have none of that. He didn't see that because if he did, he would have moved a lot different. PnB Rock would have moved a lot different if somebody would have realized and told him, like, stop doing that. You're not in the right place.
Did you ever get to talk to him? Did you know him, PnB Rock?
Yeah, like I know him, but I didn't have a relationship with him.
Oh,
But when we was in there, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, the dude don't know what he doing. You get what I'm saying? So it was like regular to us because we know it's going to happen. They looking for a meal. They looking for um to pay rent for the next 3 or 4 months. They looking to go melt that down and get them a little piece. They looking to go party.
so like, are you able to wear jewelry out there, loose? Like, is it like bad for everybody, or is it just
Listen, no, it's bad for everybody. If I get caught slipping, I got caught slipping. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, I'm showing you, right? Right. If y'all could see, I'm gonna show you, right? Like I got two holes right here. You see this one,
right?
and then you
Yeah.
see this one, right? I had to cover my face. I had to cover my face because they was aiming at my face to noodle me. You get what I'm saying? And broad daylight at a light. So I covered up my face. Took one right here and took one right there. You get what I'm saying? They shot up the car. But when they shot up the car, I got on. When I got on, I ran past. And when I ran past or whatever, drove past the light, ran the lights, they actually tried to go around traffic and ran into a car trying to get me and not paying attention and flew through the windshield and died. So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I stopped wearing jewelry out because I knew like I'm making myself a target. Like I be flashy and all that other stuff coming out with 200,000, $300,000 worth of jewelry, but it put eyes on you.
There was a time where I believe Two Chains. There's a story about him
Yeah.
running. There's video of him running. Do you suggest like if you see us coming, run? Like that's
Listen,
probably your best bet.
they not coming to take a picture or a video or be a fan with you. They coming to what's the name? Did y'all see the robbery they try to do to me, right? And put the gun to my rib and all the other stuff like that. But my wife was stuck in the car, and when she was stuck in the car, I couldn't move. So I'm telling them like, just bust on me because when I catch y'all gonna die if I survive, right? So this is on footage. We had Deja Vu Club. I'm gonna send it to y'all. So like it's real. They wanted to rob. We was shooting our TV show, and they was trying to rob the production crew for all the cameras and stuff like that. But I just didn't let it happen.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like nigga, they gonna try anybody. So everybody's a meal. Nobody is safe. Nobody is bigger than a program out here.
Where is safe locations? Either Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills,
None,
downtown LA.
none. It's no safe. It's nothing safe because we got everybody. It's called flocking, right? So and then it's called when they looking, they getting the scopes. They got people that's working at the airports. We sending black trucks. Oh,
Yeah,
you need a ride? You need a ride or whatever like that. Oh yeah. They dressed in a suit and everything. Antennas go down. We know exactly where you at now. This is how it is. So I try to tell people strongly, you got to stop that. It's not what it's supposed to be. This is not it.
Yeah, I think Young Thug was originally shot on Hollywood Boulevard. I think Dallas is or Forbes Go Yayo was robbed on Hollywood Boulevard. So even going to Hollywood Boulevard with the stars and roam
No.
the theater, it's damn.
Kodak Black was shot, all that. People don't care. They see people as out of towners. So who's gonna point you out? Who's gonna snitch on you? Nobody.
Yeah. For the world, a lot of people have not been to LA or saw the culture of it. When you see a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, you see Franklin or CJ and San Andreas. Like, how much of the culture, percentage wise, you think they get right when if someone just didn't know the culture and what they put on a video game to see how LA move?
No, that's just fairy tale. That's goofy stuff. Like that's just a interesting game. It's just like how like we watching like I don't even really watch black movies because it's all fake. The closest thing it would be like South Central, Minister Society, and things like that. Like growing up our nature and how the police are, how we are with the homies, and if we get shot or somebody coming on, we're gonna come right back. Certain things portrayed, but it was like back then where they giving that knowledge out, but they don't do that no more. They want to
No,
have us like
definitely.
with Christmas parties and like all the Medea shit, like all that stuff is fairy tale.
Yeah, I remember the movie Colors. It kind of taught a lot of people about gang culture, which made kind of the rest of the world want to become gang members in some form or fashion. Would you give Colors that credit that it tried to make it look cool for the rest of the world?
Yeah, it try to make it look cool, but it's not cool at all because um what in 2022 I was at 32 funerals. 32 in 12 months. So is that cool when I've been shot 10 times? I've been in prison. When I go to prison, even if I have $2 or $3 million, by the time I come out, this shit dwindle down to probably a couple of 100,000, and I have to go right back up. You get what I'm saying? When you go to prison, you lose everything. You might lose your bitch if she not down for you. So people don't even really understand that the gang stuff is built to destroy. And how much time I have to do that? I'm 32 years old. You don't think that I want to put change and why people glorify something like that? That's why when people get on this stuff trolling, I take it personal because you don't even know what I've been through. You don't know the obstacles of life and hurdles that I had to jump over to get to where I'm at now. Like I got 3 bullets in my back, two in my leg. You get what I'm saying? Still, and it's still in me.
Luz, let me ask: Is the are the Mexican gangs? Do they have more numbers than the blacks? I'm just curious. I know time is, you know.
So no, no, no. So the on the east side they do. On the west side, no. So it's like it's just like different sides. So on the east side of LA is like more Mexican politics and stuff. On the west side, it's like we really don't beef with Mexicans. Like the 18th Street beef with like the gear gangs and the Bloods and stuff like that. But it's really nothing on like the West Coast. I mean on a west side. Then you got like Mexican gangs in Hawthorne and Torrance and stuff, Long Beach, Compton, but not like the west side of LA.
All right, definitely, definitely. All right, so to put a button on this, I want to touch back on the situation as far as the big homie.
Hmm.
CC, you and Whack 100. Um, what has anything come of that since the last conversation? Have y'all talked? Again, they were talking about a celebrity boxing match. Does anything need to come of that, or is kind of like, hey, that just was an event. It stopped. We dead. It's cool. All right, whatever. We gonna move on.
You cut in and out. What'd you say?
But I said, as far as and let me know if you can hear me. As far
Yeah.
as the big homie situation, have y'all spoke after that? Has anything come of that? Is it
No.
dead right there in the water, or y'all want to lead to some type of boxing match event or something? Or I mean, what are we doing on that?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you, right? Because you know I gave you play by play. The nigga sent me a thing he was doing in a wrestling ring and said, I want to do a wrestling match with you. This is how goofy he is, right? When I sent you that, that's what he said. He's been calling me and calling me and calling me, talking about it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said talking about what?
Man, so many people call me.
You said he was talking about what?
He was trying to do like a wrestling match. And I'm like, bro, he over here talking about doing like he got the 100,000 for the boxing match and all the other stuff, but he just lies about every single thing, just lies. Like is and what is sad is you know how he said he gets paid to go save children, right?
Right.
You know that's against the law for you to take payment to go save children, right? When you're supposed to do it by yourself. I mean, it's not. It's a like a thing that you volunteer for. It's not a thing that you go and do payment. It's not no movie shit. You're not gonna say, okay, go get here's $100,000 to go retrieve this child. The nigga is goofy and he's been telling the real this. That's against the law. So I just want the people to really understand and do their research and know that that's not true. And when I see him and I bump heads with him, he have to stand on everything that he said. Is no squashing nothing. It's just like if you see me, you better just try to get the jump on me because when I get up on you, it's a wrap. I'm not playing no games with him. It's no peaceful resolution unless it's violence.
All right. Well, we don't condone violence.
I know, but
2020.
no, we don't condone violence, but at the same time, it's like Malcolm X, and it's like any means necessary. So he wants to put out this image, and he want to put out certain smoke and things and fires that he know he can't put out. He should have just left it alone when we just let him walk away. But now he want to make it content because we blew up his spot when it comes down to the celebrity things. He can't talk about that because he's not a security guard. Uh then it's like now he's talking about want to be heroic and save the kids and stuff like that. And he talking about he get paid for doing that. You can't get paid for doing that. That's a lie. So the best thing to do is talk about Whack and Loose Cannon's name. You get what I'm saying? To try to stay relevant. But at the end of the day, is what we preach and what we talk about is our lives, what we got going on. So he really have nothing going on. So now he want to go on a smut loose cannon and whack 100 campaign, but now he have to deal with the consequences. Every reaction have a reaction.
All right, all right. Well, with that being said, man, it's always just a blessing to get you on the profile. I think our next conversation again, because we're just getting into the politics right now, but our next conversation, I think we're going to delve deeper into you and kind of what you mean to this industry. Because when I Google you, it's funny. It says loose cannon singer. I'm like, damn, they got you labeled as a singer. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Or
No, no. So when it come down to like producing and writing and stuff like that, I could sing, I could rap, I make all the beats and everything like that. So I did it a lot of things for like 85% of the people in the industry. That's why I've been so successful when it comes down to that. It's just like it's something mentally wrong with me because I can't lead a street life alone. But like when you see me, I'm pulling up in Bentleys, Ferraris, and all that other stuff. I got $17 million in property. You know, I got 63 Airbnbs. I own 2 subways. So I get to the chili. It's just like I'm just, I'm just me. I'm loose cannon.
All right, definitely. Well, with that being said, man, we appreciate your time. Just a second, man. We're gonna tap back in with you again. Either we come to LA or you come to D Town. We're gonna make it a situation. But
Yeah,
man, for
yeah.
those that need to follow you, man, tell them how to follow you. Tell them where to get at you at.
Yeah, follow me on It's Loose Cannon, ITSLUCECANNON on all platforms. And then on YouTube, check in at Sharice Mills, CHARISSEMILLS.
All right, there you go, man. Well, send our regards to the guys, man. Definitely to the fam. We appreciate your time, man. We gotta say it, man. You back on your blue one. You are a
No,
real life street
no,
star, man. We salute you.
thank you, King.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.